You see, guys, right now I am trying to juggle a full time job, a demanding full time job, while working on my YouTube business. And that means being there to record every single day, working with editors, thinking about content strategy, and so much more. And in this video, I want to share with you what it looks like behind the scenes and just give you a day in my life so that you can understand what this business really demands of a person. But before I jump in, I just want to take this moment to say, Nikki, thank you very much for always being there every single day you show up. I'm showing up for my business, you're showing up for our family, for myself, my son. Wake up every single morning to prepare me breakfast. Just basically be there to support us. You may not be making videos, but you're being there to show your never ending support every single day. Guys, this is a personal moment that I just want to take to give thanks to my wife. And I don't know if she will ever get to see this video, but if she does, I hope she realizes and know how much I appreciate her daily support. It means a lot. Now, let's get back to what this really looks like running a YouTube business. So, what a typical day looks like in my world. I get up in the morning and, of course, I go downstairs to have breakfast that is almost ready or is ready and on the table. And while some of you might say, this is a luxury, this is a blessing, yes, it is. And give thanks to my wife to always be there to get up in the mornings before I do to take care of our son who is going to bed at 7:30 p.m. and waking up around 5 or 5:30 the latest. Oh, mommy, I'm hungry. I want breakfast. And she's like getting up like a zombie, going downstairs to make him breakfast, and in the same time just make breakfast for me as well. And so that kind of gives me a start. And either I will take him to school or she will take him to school, and I get back and I get started. I get started in my day job. So I try to start work about 8 or 8:30 the latest. And to be honest, it's a demanding job. You're working, and sometimes during my days I am thinking about my business. I might get a little calm moment, and I might have a video in my mind that I want to record, and I quickly record it on my computer because I sit right behind me over at my desk where I record. I work there. And yeah, I have two computers in front of me. My personal computer where I do my recording, my mic is next to my mouth, my PC is here for working, and I'm like this, working on both computers, guys. And yeah, it's been demanding, and I finish work like about 5 or 5:30, maybe at 4 or 4:30. One of us will, if we're both home, one of us will go for a son at the nursery, and then pretty much, we come home and then we spend the time with him. After work, I can't just jump right into my YouTube business. I have to like spend the time with the family. We're thinking about either making dinner or we already have something prepared. Right now, we're basically ordering food, so it's like they're kind of like it's a business who they will deliver the food to you, and they're matching your calories, or let's say measuring your calories, and so you eat the right calories, especially when you're working from home and you're sitting all day. You kind of just want to ensure that you're taking the right amount of calories and you're not overeating. To be honest, working from home is maybe a luxury, but while sitting in the comfort of your home, not moving, just eating and working, you will be surprised how fast you can put on weight. Trust me. At some point, I had like a belly, and give thanks right now I'm losing it. So that's good. So that's pretty much how I manage the working time with the 9 to 5. Now, after work, I basically just spend the time with my son for a bit. We chill with the wife in the meantime as well. And by 7, 7:30, I will by then he should get ready for bed. So I'll shower him or my wife will shower him. And we basically chill for around 7:30 or by 8, the latest. I am around my computer in my office and ready to record. So I might take 20 minutes or 30 minutes. So if I already choose like an app, because there are times when I already like pre think about what I want, because the never ending thinking about the business is something you will find that if you're trying to build a business while working a 9 to 5 job, you're always thinking about the business, especially if you trying to be consistent, if you're valuing your business. It seems like every little space you get, you're thinking about your business. Even though you're living your life, doing other stuff, you're just thinking about your business. And so I am always thinking about it. So I may already know which application I'm gonna record on. And I may already start during the day, or it may be something that I'm just continuing to finish recording on. And so once I finish working my 9 to 5 jobs and settle with the family, and everybody is doing their own thing, son gone to bed, and I'm doing my thing, go to bathroom, have a shower. Maybe I shower first or may shower a little bit later on. But I will just get started on my computer and I will start to record. I already know what I want to do. And so I will just double check a few things and I get started. This give me the focus, know exactly what I want to do so I don't waste time. And I may just record maybe about 20-25 videos. Yeah, and that's pretty much wrapped up my night. And about 11 or 11:30 in the night, I will just head off to bed. Every day, it's like that. Even on the weekends, it's like that. So I will just record, and you can imagine every single day the cycle continues. And so there are times when, of course, it gets tiring and stressful, and it feels like takes a toll on your energy. But that's pretty much how it works. Sometimes on the Friday evenings, I will just, take a break and do a double session on the weekend. Maybe in the afternoon, I will do a session while my son take a nap, and then in the night again, I will do from 8 until 11. And it gets really tricky when my son, for example, is sick and or don't go to school. And so during the days when I will try to get a little gap to work, it's just get a little bit tricky because I have to wait until he's either asleep. Because during the day when he's not going to school, we try to put him to sleep like about 11:30 or 12, and he will sleep like about until 1 or 2 p.m., maybe 2 p.m. roughly. And so in that time is the sweet spot. But it does not always allow me to take the time to record because I might just be super busy with work and I just have to wait until the night. And then I will have to see how much energy I have and how much I can do in the night before I head off to bed. But that's what it really looks like in my world while working a 9 to 5 job and still have to record and still have to manage the business, how I manage it. And then, yeah, once I finish record, I just upload, whether on the Google Drive or I'm using some special, let's say, platform to upload the videos that I record. And yeah, just inform the editor that videos are uploaded and he will take it from there and edit the videos. And yeah, from there I schedule upload videos on the channel and so forth. But in a nutshell, that's what it looks like in my world while working a 9 to 5 job every single day and running my YouTube business. Now, let's talk about the mental load. When you're trying to run a full-time YouTube business or run any business while working a full-time job, if the business means a lot to you and you have a very demanding job, it's no doubt it's going to take a mental load on you. And for me, that's what happens basically all the time, but it just becomes so normal that it becomes part of my life. And what does this mean? It's like the constant thinking about the business, the constant thinking about what tools I am going to record on, the constant checking, of course, YouTube as well to see what other creators in my niche is doing. And sometimes you will see like, oh yeah, these other channels are doing super well, they're making much more money. And I might be thinking at times, oh, why my channel is the same age as this channel and this channel is making more money than mine, or why his video is getting more views than mine. Sometimes it happens, and I'm not gonna lie. Then I start to think how I can improve, what I can do better, all of these different things. But the most important thing which I try to get back to myself is my simple rules, not to get too caught up into that. If I see that my channel is improving, I focus on what I am doing. If it's working for me, if it fits in my life, then I am good with that, right? I just want to know that I'm making progress and I can see the progress and I'm able to stay consistent while working my 9 to 5 job, have the family, and still have my business moving in the right direction. You can't just look at what others are doing. You can't see behind their scenes. You don't know what life they have. You don't know if they have a family. You don't know if they have kids. You don't know if they just have their self, and you don't know if they just not working a 9 to 5 job and just have all the time in the world to record, or you don't know how many times they actually fail before they reach to this point. And so while you can learn from someone, and while you can see what they are putting out there and try to do the same, there is a lot that you have to learn by yourself. And that also includes not to compare yourself with others, right? And so for me, I always try to stay grounded and try to remember this, that I don't want to compare myself all the time with them, but just try to enjoy the process, building, growing, learning. And the best thing is having it fit within your life. But yeah, sometimes it really takes a toll on me mentally, because it's like never ending. And sometimes when the job gets stressful, and I will feel like, why am I doing this job? I don't want to do it. I could go full time on YouTube. And especially when you start to make enough money from the business that it can replace your 9 to 5 job, that's a whole nother level of mental, problems that you have to deal with. You have to battle this, because for me right now, I'm battling staying in the job whenever they give me crops, or while thinking I can go full time, I can do this. But there's this financial stability that you have, and the security that you have as well while working both, that you have to consider, especially if you have a family and you don't want to just quit the 9 to 5 job. So just to sum this up, guys, doing this every single day, thinking about the business every chance you got, how you can improve your business, how it fits in with your life, your content strategy, why things is working, the anxiety of having it grow while it's taking a longer time. You don't have control over this. You have control over what you do, but you don't have control too much as to when things are going to pop off. You're working with YouTube, the algorithm, you just have to give your best and hope that by staying consistent, your time will come. And so these are some of the things that I have to deal with every single day, not to mention being tired physically, of course, mentally as well, dealing with personal life issues or family things that can arise from the business when you're not being present. Because sometimes I get caught up with this business as well and not being present enough as I should for my family, for my wife, for myself. I'm doing things in the house, just being caught up mentally, and then you realize, hey, you have to get back on track. Maybe the wife will say something to me, and I was like, yeah, I know, and apologize and all these things. But it kind of gives you a wake up call, like, hey, you still need to be present for the family. So a whole lot of things you have to deal with, guys, while running a full-time business and also working a 9 to 5 job. So it can be a little bit stressful, and this is something that you have to consider as well. And I just want to share this with you so that you can know what life is like behind the scene while working a full-time job and also trying to build a YouTube business like this. And so you may ask me, so Andrew, if it's so strong on you and it can be, a mental drain at times, why do you do it? And guys, to be honest, the reason why I do it is for a few things. One is that I've been trying YouTube for some time now, and some things will work, some things will not. But I feel like in this moment, if I'm supposed to be 100% honest, I feel like it's my purpose. I feel like it's my business. I feel like it's my responsibility. I feel like I've now achieved something, somewhat of a, I wouldn't say success, but I've been trying and failing, and now I am building something that I can, let's say, embed within my life. I can be consistent. I see that it's growing. I'm happy that I'm doing it. And it allows me to be at this moment right now. So it allows me to be at this moment where I feel like this is my purpose, where I can come here and take up the camera and speak to you and share with you guys what the struggles is like and what it is like to really build a business, and maybe at some point tell you or teach you or help you or guide you on how to build something like this. And so I think that everything that I've done in the past up until this time is prepared me for this moment. And it's the responsibility, the fact that I don't want to stay in a 9 to 5 job like what I'm doing right now for all my life. I want to build something for myself. It's my long-term goal, and it now feels like my purpose. And I also want to evolve, to guide, to help, to share my journey. And I think that's why I keep getting up every single day and doing it. Not only because it's making some money, which I do must say give thanks that it is giving, right? Because this, along with my 9 to 5 job together, it has changed my life so much, which I will get to in later videos by sharing this success with you guys as well. But I feel like this is why I continue to go on every single day. And so, guys, I want to take this moment with you to share what it is really like while building something on the side. It doesn't have to be YouTube, it could be any other business, but what it really looks like and feel like building something on the side while working a 9 to 5 job, right? I know many of you guys, maybe you're building something or maybe you're planning on building something. And so I just want to share my side of the story, my journey, what it feels like, what it looks like in my world behind the scene while building a business and working a 9 to 5 job. And I really hope you find some value within this video. And that's pretty much why I'm making this video. So thank you guys for watching, and I'm looking forward to see you when I release my next video.